Hello, 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 everybody. Hi, this is Eve, Eve's Creations Paint Party. Welcome. It's Friday night. Oh, yeah. So, we're rocking with the flamingos tonight. We're doing actual painting. We're going to do our paint party, and we're going to have a lot of fun. I crack myself up. But, of course, we have to say hello to the Mr. Butters, because you never know when he's going to chime in, and he's just too cute. Say hi to your fans, buddy. Say hello. Say hi, Butters. You're such a good boy. He's such a good boy. Sometimes he likes to chime in. So we got to make sure we give him his props. So the weapons of the evening. Let me show you what that deal is. Say hello if you're painting with me tonight. Hello, 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 Magna. Yes, I was a few minutes late. Sorry. Hey, Tammy. All right, so we have Bigger Boy. He is a 1-inch flat. We have Mini Me. He is a small flat brush that looks just like Big Boy, except he's really tiny. Then we have Tiny. Tiny in the house. He is a small round brush. This one, he is, I don't know, what's that say? That is a number 1, because he's number 1. And of course we have Mr. Nifty. He's going to be hanging out with us tonight. So, if you want to get your hands on Mr. Nifty, you guys know what to do. Send Eve some support. You get our Mr. Nifties. All of these brushes stay in your water till I tell you to clean them, which is going to be a swirl, a tap, a dab on your paper towel. You want to make sure your bristles are wet, but not dripping. Alrighty, guys? So, took care of that. Let me say hello, 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 everybody. Hey, hey, Magna. Magna's in the house. Magna Patrol on a roll. Oh, yeah. Hey, Tammy. How you doing, love? Hello. Elizabeth. Welcome to the fam, Elizabeth. First timer, guys. Everybody welcome Elizabeth. Woo, woo. Oh, yeah. Kelly. Kelly, you remembered you're here. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Hi, Kelly. How you doing, sweetheart? Hannah and Dustin are here. Hannah! Hannah, how you feeling, love? So, for all you fan members that don't know, Hannah's expecting her first baby. Oh, yeah, we're very excited. So, I hope you're feeling all right, Hannah. Good job, Magna. Make sure you're saying hello. And Kelly, I like the way you roll, hon. I like the way you roll. You have some of that liquid courage from me, okay? So, just a reminder, all of my videos are always kid-friendly, so make sure you keep that in mind in your comments, and I will keep that in mind with my you know what. Hey, hey, Lynn is setting up. Hey, hey, Lynn, how you doing, sweetie? So, I'm going to put you guys in your handy-dandy holder, and I'm going to pour my paint. Same paint every single party. You guys can get a good look at Flamingo Fun, and we're gonna have a good time. Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the party. Oh yeah, we're partying over here, party over there, party over there. We're just partying, partying, partying. Jamie's here. Hi, Jamie. Hi, James. How you doing, sweetie? I'll make sure that you guys can see that, okay? So I hope that's good for you. All right, because this is a straight up and down one, so it's a little tricky getting it centered for you. All right, so I'm working on a 16 by 20 canvas. It's 16 this way, 20 straight up and down. So as long as you have a rectangle and straight up and down, you'll be fine. If you're working, right, I'm being goofy. Thanks, Kelly. With pattying. I just totally lost train of thought of what I was saying. You threw me off, Kelly. If you're working on a smaller canvas, that is fine. Just adjust accordingly. I say 1 hand down, 2 hands over, etc. As long as you're in the general area of the canvas that I am in, you will be fine. Awesome, Jamie. Glad to hear it, love. Glad to hear that you're doing good. So, just to let everybody know, it is always, always, always free to watch. Tips are appreciated. And if you send me some support, you get Mr. Nifties of your very, very own. So I will post those links in the comments. So, Megna says, I can't wait to see how you painted those flamingos. They're beautiful. Well, thank you, girl. I wonder how you even painted this. This is one of the best. You like the dragon painting and the rainbow and the tiger, the rainbow tiger. All right, Lynn, definitely. Hi, Julia. How you doing, sweetie? Everything's doing good. How you been, hun? How you been, hun? Julia's in the house tonight. Julia's been catching replays, so it's nice that you're actually here with us. I got my liquid courage right here. I got my Java. All right, so get your stuffs together, guys. I'm going to pour my paint. I can't show you both at once, so if you need a reference picture, take a screenshot. All right, take the screenshot if you need a reference picture. And then we're going to get started. Good to see you again, Julia. Good to see you. Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, hello, hello. You found me. This is the spot. This is the place to be on a Friday night. Got all of our fam. Some new family members joining us tonight, so make sure we make a good impression. We always have to make a good impression. We got new family members joining us all the time. All the time. So, and I have somebody booked a Zoom party with me. I have a Zoom party coming up on Thursday, a private Zoom party. So that's going to be fun. Next How To Tuesday, you guys are already on point with that. It's going to be all about the blending. So I'm going to show you a few things tonight about that. But on Tuesday, I'll take care of all of your questions, and I'm going to show you different color combinations. I'm going to show you different blending techniques. I'm going to show you all sorts of stuff. So that's on Tuesday. Oh yeah. How To Tuesdays in the house. How To Tuesdays. Same paint every single party. You guys know by now. Come on, let's tell Elizabeth what the paint is. You guys know. I know you know. I know that you know that I know that you know. You guys got it. White, yellow, red, blue, and black. Same paint every single party. All right, you guys ready, Freddy Spaghetti? You ready to do this? You ready to do this? Let's rock this. Hi, Bonnie. Oh, you can be a watcher. We got lots of watchers. We got painters. We got watchers. We got creepers. It is all good. So, more than welcome to be watching the replay on this, guys. Hello, Bonnie. How you doing, sweetie? We got all sorts. All sorts. Alrighty. Here we go. The almighty blank canvas. Ooh, it's so scary. It's so scary. But Eve, it's so scary. I don't know what to do. It's okay. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what to do. Swirl, tap, dab, big boy. Swirl, tap, dab, the bigger boy. It is a 1-inch flat. Bigger boy. Feeling very, very silly tonight, guys. So I hope, I hope you can handle it. So, anyway. Hi, Mary. How you doing? I'll lower it for you, hon. I'll lower it for you. Is that better, Mary? Okay. I have the music on high when I first start to get everybody pumping, but I lowered it for you, so let me know if that's better, right, sweetheart? All right, Mary. Good stuff. Good looks. Good looks. All right, so we're going to start off with Big Boy. You're welcome, sweetie. we're going to start off with Big Boy, and we are going to grab our red. Grab your paint from the sides so you don't waste your whole thing of paint. Alright, so I'm going to grab my red, and I'm going to grab my white. Red and white, people, red and white. And you're going to start off in this corner, and you're just going to go back and forth. Back and forth, that's it. That's it. And you're going to bring this down the side of your canvas. Now, if you want to paint the sides of your canvas, go right ahead. So I'm just grabbing red and white. About equal amounts of both. So equal amounts of both. So we're just bringing this right down. And then what I want you to do as you work your way over, you're going to grab yellow paint. And you're going to grab more and more yellow paint as you work your way over. So right there is the red and white. And then I'm immediately going to grab red, white, and yellow. Right? And I'm going to put that in and go back and forth with it. So you're going to go into your pink. And I'm just swooshing. So I'm just lightly lifting it up as I go into the pink. I'm lightly lifting my brush up. You're going to go into your pink and back out. Into your pink and back out. And that is yellow, red, and a little bit of white. Okay? So yellow and red and a little bit of white. And we're going to do this centerpiece. We're doing this centerpiece right here. And you just go into that pink area and back out again. Into the pink area and back out again. And now, as I get to this side, I'm going to grab more yellow. So mostly yellow, a little bit of red, and some white. And you're going to fill in the rest of the top part. So mostly yellow, a little bit of red, and some white. Now, the more you brush over this, the more blended it'll become. If you just stick and move, if you just stick it on there and keep it moving, it'll keep the separation of colors. So it is your sky. You do whatever you feel like. Okay? And then when you get down to this point, hi Cinder, how you doing, sweetheart? And as I get down to this part right here, I am just grabbing just yellow and using the paint that's left over in my brush. So this bottom corner is just yellow, and I'm using the paint that's left over in my brush. That's it. That is it. And you can go back and forth, and the more you blend it, the more it's going to soften. So the more you brush over it, the more it's going to soften. The less you brush over it, the more you'll keep the separation of color. And I didn't go far enough down on this side, so I'm just going to grab some more pink. I'm going to grab more pink. And you can turn around and you can do your other side again. Like if you went a little too nutty with the orange and you lost this side, you can grab red and white and put it back in again. You know, like if your orange went a little bit nutty on you and wound up losing all your pink, just grab the red and white again and go and make the pink again. No worries. No worries. That's all. Alright, bam. Just like that. You guys made a sunset sky. Hello. We've been painting for exactly 5 minutes and you guys have a sunset. What? I'm telling you. Epic. You guys are epic. Alright. When you're done with up there, you're going to come down here. And you're going to come down here and you're going to grab more white. So, more white. Yellow. And the red. Right? And you're going to go swoop. You're going to go across the bottom. You're going to cross the bottom. So, yellow, white, and red all together. More white than anything else. So, I'd say more white, then the red, then a little bit of yellow. You want it like a peachy color. You want it like a light peachy color. That's what you want. a light peachy color. And then as I move my way down, I'm adding more white to that. Alright, so anybody needs me to repeat anything, let me know, because I did that rather quickly because I wanted to paint it while it was still wet so it would blend, because under my light this stuff dries like super fast. So I'll give you all a minute to catch up mustard. Don't stress it. Don't stress it. Take your time. I just wanted to do it really fast because my paint like dries instantly under these lights. So down here was the red and the yellow and the white. This was the red, the yellow, and the white. And as I worked towards the bottom, I added more white. I added more white as I worked towards the bottom. Okay, so you want this dark up here and then getting to a lighter peach as you work your way down. Right? So that is about a hand up from the bottom. And this is about 2 hands down from the top. If this is your halfway mark, above your halfway. Okay? You guys got this. No worries. No worries. And when you're done, you got to clean off Big Boy. See? Easy peasy, man. You guys just did a sky and a sun, set beach, in record time. Hello. Hello. You guys are amazing. You guys need me to repeat anything? I did that really fast. You're all good? Let me know if you need me to repeat anything, okay? So take a minute to catch up mustard. And then we're going to do our water. So on Tuesday, How To Tuesday is going to be all about blending. So I was just telling you a little bit before as I was pouring my paint. Hi Wendy, how you doing, hon? Welcome Wendy, welcome. Hello. Kelly's all good. All right, Kelly's doing good. Yeah, the flamingos seem to be a favorite. Well, everybody likes the beach paintings, and somebody mentioned flamingo. Who asked for flamingos last week? Who are we thanking for this one? Somebody asked for flamingos, and I said, okay. I don't remember who asked for the flamingos, though. I'm telling you, if I don't write stuff down, I'm in big trouble. I'm in big trouble if I don't write stuff down. You love the flamingos, Kel, but did you suggest them? Somebody suggested flamingos to me either last How To Tuesday or last Friday, and I can't remember. Oh, you guys want to see? My sister gave me her Christmas, my sister gave me my Christmas present because she forgot that she had it. So you guys want to see my Christmas present from my sister? That's the Christmas present. Now, it wasn't you, Kelly? You like it, Wendy? It's bright and happy, right? So this was my Christmas present from my sister. I don't know if you guys remember Chia Pets, but she got me a Bob Ross Chia Pet. So, once I set it up, I'm going to have to keep you all posted on the growth of his fro, you know what I mean? Alright, swirl tap tap, Big Boy. Get them nice and clean. Nice and clean. Right? Isn't he cool? So fun. Alright, so you're going to grab a little bit of blue. A happy little chia. I love it, Hannah. That is awesome, Hannah. So glad you're here with Dustin tonight. You're my favorite married couple. All right, a little bit of blue. A little bit of yellow. Okay, you'll get a green like this. More blue. More blue. You're going to get very dark color. Add clean white. Now, don't overmix this. Don't overmix this. You should get a turquoise color. If you don't have turquoise, if you have more light blue than turquoise, add some more yellow to it. But don't overmix it. Just smush it around and make sure it's like a turquoisey color, okay? Don't want you overmixing nothing. You're going to come up here and you're going to hold your brush back here. You're going to go straight up to your canvas. You're going to go over the little line over here. And you're going to go swoop. And I just flung paint that way somewhere. Hi, Dustin. Aw, you're such a good husband. Typing for Hannah. And so when you go swoop, you should be going fast enough to fling paint. Because I just flung paint on the wall over there. Somewhere. Somewhere over there, there's paint now. Alright, once you do that, you're going to fill it in. Now, see this little something something going on right there? See that? That's because I didn't overmix my paint. So, if you want the separation of color, you stick and move. And by stick and move, I mean you're going to put it on and keep it moving. And if you overmix this, you could also put in the different colors by just grabbing blue, just grabbing yellow, grabbing some of your turquoise you made, have it all on your brush, and then you could turn your brush sideways. Turn your brush sideways and you can cut in those pieces of color in there. But if you keep brushing over it, you're going to lose them. See? So, see, I kept brushing over it so it blended out. Oh no, Magna! Wipe it off. Wipe it off. Yes, Denise, there is sound, but if you don't have any sound right now, you're not going to be able to hear me saying there's sound. So I'm grabbing blue and yellow on my brush. Then I'm grabbing my turquoise. I'm holding my brush this way. And I'm going to go back and forth in zigzag motion. And you want to stick and move to keep those separation of color in there. Wipe it off, Magna, wipe it off. Wipe it off. So, that's how you get all those little colors in there. So you can grab just blue. You can grab just blue on your brush. And then grab some of that turquoise that you made. And I'm holding my brush horizontal. And I'm cutting in these stripes. Okay? You can grab just the yellow. Grab just the yellow. And then the turquoisey stuff on your brush. And you can put in just the stripes. See all the stripes starting to happen? So, you can play with that. Right? I'll show you again. I'm going to grab just the blue again. So I'm grabbing just the blue. Then that turquoisey color that I made. And I'm going to do just the blue. See all the separation of colors I got? So that is how you're going to do that. And if you notice, I'm going very fast. I'm holding my brush this way. And I'm just slicing those in. And then I got to keep it moving. Because if you keep painting over it, you're going to lose them. You're going to lose them. So that it's stick and move. Put it in there and keep it moving. Because they will all blend out in a heartbeat. Hey, Christy. How you doing, sweetie? California in the house. Oh, yeah. Christy from Cali. And Denise is on here somewhere. That's okay, Christy. You can catch the replay. It's all good. Alright, and when you get down here, you're going to take your brush and you're going to pull in, and then when you get towards the center, you're going to do a little dip. And you can wiggle your brush. You can wiggle this brush. You can wiggle it as you're doing this to get a little wiggly line. Right? You can get a little wiggly line if you want to. Just fill that in. Just fill that in. Easy peasy. So you're grabbing the blue and the turquoisey color you made. You can grab yellow and the turquoisey color you made. You can grab all sorts of stuff to make all these cool little effects. All these cool little effects in your water. So, like I said, on Tuesday, I'm going to go into this like crazy, crazy, crazy specific. And I'm going to show you all different colors. And we're going to just do a whole big thing of blending. That's going to be on Tuesday, guys. So if you want to learn all about color combos and blending and all these little tricks that I'm showing you tonight and practice them, we're going to do that on Tuesday. Okay? If you want to have all these tricks that I'm showing you tonight and practice them, that's going to be on Tuesday. Magna, did you get the black? No, no cleaning. No cleaning on my brush, hon. From sky to beach, no cleaning. Same colors. Sky and beach are same exact colors. Then I cleaned my brush to do the water. Hi, Deb. How you doing, sweetie? Hi, Deb. What's going on? So then I cleaned my brush to do the water. Thanks, Deb. Beautiful, right? Magna, did you get rid of the black? Did you get rid of the black? You know, if you let it dry, you can just paint over it, hon. If you wind up with the black in your water. It's all good. It is all good. All good. I'm pretty good, Dad. Doing pretty good, hon. Yeah, it was beach weather in New Jersey today. Nice, Magna. Good job. She got the black out of her painting. You're so good, hon. It was actually beach weather in New Jersey today. It was like 70 degrees out. But I can't, I'm in my bubble. I can't go outside because of my allergies are so bad. So I don't last very long outside. But I'm good at the beach. Like the beach, my allergies don't affect me. It's the trees. There in Massachusetts too, it was warm. Yeah, it's the trees that get me. So on the beach, I'm okay. But I can't be outside for too long. I got the collar on this shirt is really stretched out. That's why it's a painting shirt. Alright, so I'm going to show you, I'll show you close up. See? See all those pretty little lines of color in there? That's what we just did. Okay? So that's what you were working towards. Doing all the stripes. It was hot in Ohio too. Yeah, you guys like the warm weather? I think this is the perfect temperature, like 70s, 80s. I like when it gets cooler at night, like you just need a little hoodie or something. But I'm better in the fall than the spring. Okay. It's 80s in the Illinois too. Nice. Oh, thanks, Wendy. Lots of pollen. Everything's green. Everything is green right now. Okay, so you want to grab your small round brush. Fall is the best. You don't like it real hot, Lynn? No? Yeah, I don't like it real hot either. Small round brush. Clean white paint, nice, fresh, clean, not gobby, not gloopy. You want it nice and loose and thin and clean and new. Okay, you're going to take this. Now, if your paint is wet, do not put your hand on it. But if it's dry, you can put your hand on it. And I'm going to show you a close-up of the kind of lines I'm making, all right? So what you're going to do, I'm going to show you a close-up on this corner, and then I'll show you the whole rest of the painting. So what you want to do with this white paint is you're going to start at the top of your water here. And you're just going to put small little squiggles. And it doesn't have to be attached squiggles. You can leave a space. But see, small, tiny little squiggles. And then you're going to move down. And you put in a couple of more squiggles. Yes, Wendy. So they had snow in Canada. I heard that they had snow the other day, too. So you're going to come down and put in some more squiggles. Right? And as you work your way closer to the beach, you're going to make your squiggle lines longer. You're going to make your squiggle lines longer as you work your way towards the beach. So I'm just doing these little squiggles, and you can make some of, see, I'm bouncing it around. You can make some of them fluffy. But the trick is you want to make them longer. See how the length of this one, and then this one's a little longer, and then this one's really long? That's what you want to do. And then across the top, you're going to do little squiggles all the way across the top. But like broken up ones. Don't do it as a solid line. You just want to do little broken squiggle pieces. Okay? So, I'm going to take the camera away. I just wanted to show you close up what it looks like. The squiggles look like. Alright, so that's what you're doing. And we're going to do that on all of our water. We're going to do that on all of our water. Okay, guys? So, small round brush, clean white paint, squiggle time. It's a squiggle time. So, along the top, you don't have to make it one solid line, and you want it squiggly. So, it looks like waves breaking all the way in the background. You noticed I didn't even grab any more new paint. And you just let them bounce and play. You just let it bounce and play. Alright? And then as you work closer, you're going to make your squiggle lines a little bit longer. And I'm just letting it bounce and play. Very light touch. And if you do one like this, hold on, it's hard to paint and hold the camera really close. See this one with the lots of fluffy on it right there? See that squiggle I did with a lot of fluffy on there? What you also can do is you can put like little dots on it. Like water is splashing up. Okay, see this fluffy one right here? You don't have to do it to all of them, but on some of them it looks pretty cool. So I have this big fluffy smushy going on. And then I'm just going to put these little dots. Little tiny dabs and dots on that. And it looks like the water splashing up. So if you want to add those, you can. Here, there, not everywhere. Alright guys, here, there, not everywhere. They're fun to do. I can tend to get carried away with those. So, and then when you look at it from far away, it looks like splashing water. So, that's up to you if you want to add those or not add those. But just make sure as you work your way down, your squiggles are getting longer. That's all. And I'm just letting my hand bounce and play. I'm not, no rhyme or reason. I'm not trying to make anything perfect. I'm just letting it bounce and play. Bounce and play, that's all. Just like the waves do. Bounce and play. And then if you do one with a really big smush on it, add some of those dots. Because they're fun. Add some of those dots because they're fun. So you can put as many waves. You can also do these guys, the little peaks, right? So you can do those guys if you want to, the little peaks, like that. Put a little peak in the ocean. See, I made it like a little triangle there. So you can have fun adding those in there. Right, there's the ones with the peaks. And I'm holding my brush flat actually to do the smushing part. So I'm actually using the flat part of the round brush. I'm actually using the flat part of the round brush. I'm actually holding it like this and pushing with the flat part of the round brush to squeeze it out. Okay, so you can add as many waves as you want, as little waves as you want. It's totally up to you. It's your water. It's your painting. So I'm going to do a couple of more in here. Just going to do a couple of more in here. I tend to go very, very happy with my water squiggles, but it's totally up to you. And so when you get to the bottom part, right, they're going to be larger puffs. See this? Larger puffs. Larger puffs. Okay, so when you get to the bottom, make sure that your puffs are getting bigger. So not only would it be bigger this way, it's bigger this way too. And then where the water meets the beach, you can do zigzag zoom. Zigzag zoom. Just zigzag your brush back and forth. That's it. Zigzag it onto the beach, into your water, onto the beach, into your water. And you want to see how I'm going straight across? Straight across. So I'm moving my hand down, but I'm making the zigzags still be straight across. Okay, guys? Make sure you do them straight across. So as you work your way up, you're still doing your zigzags straight across. Zigzag-a-zooming, guys. Zigzag-a-zoom it. That's all. Just zigzag zooming into your beach, onto your water. Happy waves. That's right, Wendy. Happy waves. Yes, Ruth. Replays are always available. I will post it on the event page. It'll be on the videos of my Facebook page, and it will be on YouTube. Oh yeah. So lots of spots to find the replays. Okay. So next thing I want to show you, happy little waves. Next thing I want to show you guys is all in this area by the beach. You want to add zigzag-a-zooms all throughout here. Okay? So here, there, not everywhere. And if you notice, I'm going like this with my brush, and I'm adding zigzag-a-zooms all throughout the front of the water there. Okay? Zigzag-a-zooming. That's it. That's all we're doing. We're zigzag-a-zooming. So, here, there, not everywhere. Just want to fill in this white stuff. Okay, you just want to make it nice and foamy in the front. Nice and foamy. And then you could turn around, you could pull a couple like right into your beach if you want to, just doing little squiggles. Just little squiggles. Little squiggles of foam coming in. And all I'm doing is those little squiggly zigzag-a-zooms. That's all I'm doing. Nothing hard here, guys. Nothing hard. Nice light touch. Clean white paint. Zig-a-zag-a-zooming. Squiggle pushing dots. Whatever. Whatever you want to do. This is, you know, have fun. Play. Make your water dance. We're dancing. We're dancing with the water. Okay. When you're done with that, we're gonna be using big boys. So you want to make sure big boy's nice and clean. You want to make sure big boy's nice and clean. All right. So far, while you guys catch up mustard, I'm gonna do roll call. We got Christy in California, Cinder's here, Magna and Tammy, and Elizabeth and Kelly and Hannah and Dustin's here. Dustin's going to be typing for us. So guys, Dustin is our go-to make fun of husband, so feel free to bust his chops. We have Lynn is here, and Jamie and Julia, and it's the first time Elizabeth is joining us. Ruth is saying hello. We have Bonnie and Mary and Wendy and Denise. So hello everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you're enjoying yourself so far. I know Kelly is. I know Kelly is. Alright, so you wanna, so for the next step, you guys are gonna get clean paper towel. You're gonna get a nice clean big boy. And you want clean yellow paint. Yes! Hey, Dustin, right, Deb? That's right. Call him out. Call him out. He is our resident husband. Hannah and Dustin started painting with me on their 1-year anniversary, and now they're expecting a little tiny baby, and they also paint chihuahuas in all their paintings. So all of Hannah's and Dustin's paintings, they put chihuahuas in them. Alright, so I'm going to swirl tap dab my big boy. And I'm going to grab clean paper towel. So I'm going to show you guys a trick. I'm going to show you guys a trick, alright? Happy Friday, Diane! How you doing, love? We have another watcher. That's okay. We have watchers all the time. You guys are fine. And we like to, like I said at the beginning, we have watchers, we have creepers, we have painters. So I'm going to show you guys a trick, alright guys? So you want clean paper towel. And you want big boy nice and clean. You want him nice and cleaned off, so make sure all the blue is out of him, all the blue and white from before. So the more you swirl, Dustin, the more you swirl, the cleaner it gets. The more you swirl, the cleaner it gets. So, nice clean big boy. So what I want you to do is you're going to turn around and you're going to dip your big boy and you're going to give a few taps. And then you're going to lightly on your paper towel, because you want him to have extra water in him. Not to the point of dripping, but past the point of being damp. So very, very soggy. And you're going to grab your yellow paint, wipe it off on the side. So extremely small amount of yellow paint on your brush. And you can do this in your sky. And you can do this in your water. What you're going to do is you're going to wipe it on, and then you're going to take your paper towel and go over it. You guys ready for this? Check this out. So you're going to wipe it on, and then take your paper towel and soften it out. And all of those little, now if your squigglies aren't dry yet, don't do this. You got to make sure all of your squigglies and all of your stuff is dry. So if your white's not dry, don't do this. And this is a trick to put a sunset glow into your water. And you could also do it on your sky to make your sky more of a gold color too if you want to. So you can do it on your sky and make your sky more of a golden color if you want to. So that's up to you. So, but very, very wet brush. Very little bit amount of yellow paint and a clean paper towel. Alright, bye Magnus. See you soon. And you can go over your water. You can go over your water. Make sure it's dry first. Make sure your white's dry, because otherwise you're going to wind up with all these things. And then you take the paper towel and you basically wipe it right back off again. But what it winds up doing is softening all of your little waves and putting like a little sunlight kiss onto your water. So I'm going to re-show this trick on Tuesday, but I just thought for you adventurous types, if you want to try something cool, there you go. There you go. There's a little trick for you. There's a little trick for you on how to get some sunny color into your waves without repainting them all and hurting yourself. It's a cool trick, right, Wendy? Pretty cool. So, extra wet brush, a little bit of paint, clean paper towel, put it onto, and you can do it in your sky too. You can make your sky very glowy. See, look, and put it in my sky and then kind of wipe it out. But the little glowy remains. So, some people like it, some people don't. I like it. I like it a lot. So, it is up to you. It's completely up to you. Alright, so now we're going to have to make all these different types of browns, guys. Like browns and dark oranges and burnt umbers. So I want to show you how to make all those different colors. Alright? Because that's what's going to be in your palm trees. Mr. Butters is here. Yes, he is. Right, Denise? You like that trick? It's pretty cool. So easy, and it makes the coolest little coloring. Mr. Butters is lounging right now, Kelly. He's lounging. All right. So, you can swirl, tap, dab, big boy. And I want you to make, we're going to be making a dark brown and kind of like a burnt orange color. Because you're going to need it for your palm trees. Okay, guys? Unless you have brown and dark orange in your lineup of colors. Alright, so what you want to do first, and you can grab that icky white, that has the yellow and the red and the green in it and whatever. You can grab that icky white. So, you're going to take that white. You want to make a lot of this. I never seem to make enough. I'm going to make a lot. So I'm going to take my white, and I'm going to take my yellow, and I'm going to take some red, and I'll mix that all together, and you're going to get a peach. Again, don't overmix it, because if you overmix it, you don't get the separations of color, and then you don't get the painting magic that happens. Alright, so that was yellow, red, and white, gave me a peach. And then in small increments, you're going to add the tiniest amount of black. And when you add the tiniest amount of black, you should get, if it's looking tan, add some more red. Because we don't want tan. We want like a burnt orange. So you saw the amount of black I put in. Very little amount of black. And I'm just going to, and this is a tan now, so I'm going to keep adding red to it. I'm going to keep adding red to it. And it's looking a little pink, so I'm going to keep adding some yellow to it. Got a big old mess going on. So yellow, red, white, a little bit of black, and then just keep adding more yellow and red until you get like a burnt orange color. Okay, and then you're going to take a pile of it and add more black to get a darker brown. Right? So I added more black to this pile to get a darker brown, and then this pile I'm leaving like a burnty orange color. Right? Now, after you're done mixing, you can pull Big Boy along the side of your palette and give him a good push to get all that excess paint out of him. Right? And then wipe him off on your paper towel because he is loaded with paint. Right? Nice and flat and thin. I didn't clean them. I just got all the excess paint out of them. And I'm going to go into my black. Wipe that off. And I'm going to go into my brown a little bit. Wipe that off. So I have a nice thin amount of really, really dark on my Big Boy. And what I want you to do is on this side, right? Here's your waterline. You're going to go a few fingers down. And you're going to bend this to go towards the side of your canvas. Okay, guys? So put your brush straight up onto the canvas. You're going to churn the brush with your fingers. Show me the money. So if you do the show me the money like this, put your brush in your hand. Okay? You can spin your brush. You're going to start here, and you're just going to swoop. We're doing a swoop, guys. Ready? Swoop. Just like that. Palm tree trunk number 1. Alright, I'm going to grab more paint and make sure it's nice and thin on my brush. I'm going to come down into this corner and we're going to shoot straight out this way. Right? And I want it to end like right here on my tree. So I'm going to start there and I'm just going to go towards the corner of my canvas. Straight on. Hey Magna, I made dark brown, and we made like an orangey red, like a burnt umber color, like an orangey red brown. Okay, so you need those two colors, dark brown and orangey reddish color. Okay, and we're gonna turn around, and you put it straight onto your canvas. Faster you go, straighter it'll be. Swoop. Right? Now mine's not perfectly straight, and that's okay because palm trees aren't perfectly straight. And then you just make the bottom part here a little thicker. That's all. I'm just going to make the bottom part a little thicker. There's palm tree trunk number 2. Hi Margaret! How you doing, honey? Hi, sweetie. Okay, now we're going to come on this side of the canvas. There's my water lines. I'm going to go up past my water line a little bit. And I'm shooting for this spot right here. Straight onto the canvas. Nice thin edge. Faster you go, better it'll be. And there is palm tree trunk number 3. Number 3. Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad to hear it. I love it. I love it. Right? And you just want to make it a little thicker on the bottom. That's all. Alright. Once you have those in there, you're going to turn around. You're going to take that brown that you made. You don't have to clean your brush. You're going to take that brown that you made. And on this bad boy right here, I want you to turn around and put little sweeping lines. Little sweeping lines going wherever you want your right, kind of like a firework. Kind of like a firework. Right? Grab your brown, and you're going to do the same thing here. So I'm going to put a couple pointing down. And then I'm going to put 2 going out. And I'm going to put some going up that way. Alright, grab my brown. Come over to this guy. I'm going to put 2 coming down. I'm going to put a couple other ones coming down over there. Come out this way. And then we're going to do a couple on top. Alright, so now you guys look like you have fireworks on the end of sticks. Fireworks on the end of sticks. That's what you're doing. Got that? You can totally do that. We got fireworks on the end of sticks. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We get so technical at these creations, don't we, guys? We're just so technical. Magna's back. Magna, we have all these people to say hello to. Alright, so now with your nice dirty big boy, you just want to smush them a little bit in your paper towel. And you're going to grab that brown that you made, the brown, just on the tip. Dustin, just the tip with big boy. Got it? That's right, Magna. I'm going to do roll call in a minute as soon as I'm done showing palm trees. So, you're going to go over to your things, whatever these are called, and you're going to take big boy, and you're going to put the edge right on your line, and you're going to do a little flick. Very light touch. I'm just doing little flicks. Okay? And you want to make it get thinner as you go down. So up here can be thicker flicks, and then you want to get them thinner as you work your way out. So we're just flicking. So you're going to put your brush to the line, and you just make your flicks thinner as you get towards the edge. And if you notice, I didn't grab any more paint yet. So one dip of paint, and I'm getting all of these. Exactly, Lynn. I gotta tease them though. Thank you for looking out though. I told you, you guys are good on there, and I gotta be good with this, so. Alright. So there we go. On there. You're quick, Lynn. You're real quick. I like that. Okay. Magna, you got your browns together good, or do you want me to explain them to you since you were scootering and scootering? So, now you're going to come over to this one. You're going to do your flicks. So you're just going to do the flicks on all of these, guys. You're going to do your flicks on all of these. All your little, whatever you call these things. Palm things. Last time I did palm trees, I didn't know what to call these things either. So any of you that are new to painting with me, there's like a billion videos on my page, and they're always up for replay. So there's other, there's definitely another palm tree painting. Only the one side. I can show you doing both sides if you want, but the two-sided ones get tricky. There is a two-sided one in the original, but they do get tricky. But I can show you how to do both sides if you want to. Alright, so both sides would be, say you're doing both sides on this one. Branches, there you go. Say you're doing two sides on this one, you're going to turn around and do angles out like that, and then you come on the other side and you do angles out like that. So that's up to you. If you like, you know, if you want to do your leaves like that, you can totally do your leaves like that. So we can do a couple that's both sides. It's fine. So, okay, so you just do your flicks from that branch, you just do your flicks out this way, and you do your flicks out this way. And that's how you do a two-sided branch on a palm tree. Alright? So this way you guys can make up your own mind. You want to do two-sided branches, one-sided branches. Lynn, thank you so much for the branches word. I would have been stumbling this whole time. So thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Alright, so, and yes, they're going to run into each other. Don't worry about it right now. We'll worry about that later. Because now that we got all of our basics down, yeah, I'll make this one up here two-sided too. So you can see one that's going upwards that's two-sided, okay? So I'm just going to go from the stem, and I'm going to turn my brush the other way. And you just do flicks outwards. Okay, so that would be a two-sided one. Alright. There we go. Alright, so we're ready to map in our flamingos. And the rest of the night, we're going to be mapping in flamingos. And we're going to be doing the details on our trees. And we're going to do flamingos, then details on the trees, then flamingos, details on the trees, and we'll be all good. I got brown paint right there. Flamingos! That's right, Magna. So you want to swirl, tap, dab that small round brush And you guys can do as many flamingos or as little flamingos as you want. That's alright, Lynn. We're going back and doing lots of details on those. This is just to put a base color. So then when we paint all the detail onto them, you have something that for it to stick to, kind of. So if your little big boy flicks didn't really work out for you too well, we're going to be doing all the other details with the smaller brushes. So you'll totally have an opportunity to fix those up. No worries. I got you. No worries. Alright, so I'm going to bring you guys in to where the flamingo party is going to happen. And you just want your white paint, because we're mapping, and our small round brush. And we're going to be holding it like a pencil. Okay? So we have 3 birds on top and 2 birds right here. So we're going to start with the 2 birds right here. Okay. So, you want to make sure you leave space for the legs. And then you bring it up. And you're going to do an eyeball. What can run but never walk, have a mouth but never talk, have a head that never weeps, and a bed that never sleeps? What can run but never walk, have a mouth but never talk, have a head that never weeps, and a bed that never sleeps? I don't know. Water? Is it water? My guess is water, Magna. Alright, so you're going to make an eyeball. And if you have mini-me, alright, get that ready. And use that to fill in your shapes. Use the mini-me to fill in your shapes. Because if you fill in your shapes with your round brush, you're going to kill the points on them. Alright, so if you have a mini-me, if you have a small flat brush, use that to fill this in. Okay, so you're going to start off with an eyeball. So I'm using the small round brush to draw. And I'm going to, Hannah's saying the Lorax. Is it the Lorax? And I'm using this one to color it in. Alright, so once you have that, you're going to turn around and you're going to swoop down this way on that side. Water! So I didn't say body of water though, but I did guess the water. Telling you. Alright, now on this side is when you're going to do your little squiggle for your flamingo neck. Okay? So you want to turn around and you're going to scoop that way. So you're going to come out from the point of your eyeball. So here's the bottom of your bird and the point of the eyeball. So you follow around the bottom of the bird. When you get to the point of the eyeball, you're going to pull it out. Oh, a river. Oh, riverbed. Mouth of the river. River runs through it. I got you. Alright, so once you have that piece, then you're going to pull this up and you're going to swoop it around. And don't swoop it, don't the beak, don't try to put the beak in there. Just do the little head swoop. We'll deal with the beaks later, okay? And then you're going to come on this part of the eyeball. Move your hand, not the brush. Swoop, one leg. And then the other leg's coming out. And then bend it in. Notice I'm moving my hand, not the brush. Right? That's flamingo number 1. Flamingo number 2. Right? Make your eyeball. Make sure you leave enough room for your legs. So you're going to make your eyeball. All right, you're going to color it in with the flat brush. I have a riddle for you. What's black and white and red all over? Black and white and red all over, guys. Once you have that, you're going to do the little swoop for the tail. Swoop. On this side, you're going to actually pull this very flat. So you're going to pull the bottom of the body flat and pull this in. And then you're going to bend. Oh, you guys, look at you, Deb and Mary and Lynn, on point. That's right, you guys. That's an old one, right? Swoop it around. And then swoop this part around. And like I said, don't worry about the beak or anything like that. We'll deal with that later. Margaret and Jamie. Jamie said zebra with sunburn. I love it. That's awesome, Jamie. Margaret got it too. You guys are on point, boy. Don't mess with my painting, fam. I'm telling you. All right. And then under here, you're going to do 2 triangles. You're going to do 2 triangles. And then pull straight down. Move your hand, not the brush. Okay, and be careful. You don't want to keep playing with them because you're going to wind up making your legs really, really, really thick. All right, flamingo number 2. Now to the guys in the water. Now we're going to do the guys in the water. So take a minute to catch up mustard on your 2 flamingos. And then we're going to move to the flamingos that are in the water. While I get myself some water. All right, flamingo number 3. Right, he's over here. You want to make sure you leave enough room for his legs and his neck, so make sure you're putting your body up far enough. Do your eyeball. Fill it in. You're going to do your little swoop off the back for his tail. And this guy, for the front, you're going to follow the shape of the top part of your eyeball, and you're going to drop down. You're going to drop down. Then you're going to squiggle up. And then you're going to drop down again. Okay, 2 little triangles at the bottom of his body. And then move your hand. Shoop. And just stop his feet somewhere in the water. No worries. Next flamingo. This guy we're looking at is Badonkadonk. So that's fun. Right? Again, make sure you leave enough room for legs and beak. So this one, you're going to do upside down horseshoe here. And then you're going to make it look like a duck foot. Point there, point there, point there. Fill that in. Okay, and then we're going to put the legs. So the legs come down inside these points, okay? And you just stop them in the water. And then his neck actually comes out from this side. And come out from the side, and then you're going to bend up. And then you're going to bring it down. He kind of looks like a dinosaur or something, right? Alright, last flamingo. So this one kind of has his wing puffed up, so you can do your eyeball. Again, make sure you leave room for legs and necks and all that good stuff. So you can do your eyeball. And then once you do your eyeball, you're going to put a hump, you're going to follow along from the corner of the eyeball, pull up, and pull over. Do your little piece for your tail. Okay, one little triangle for the leg. Pull straight down. And the other leg is coming out over here. And then you're going to angle it onto the other one. And then his neck is going to come out from the point, so follow the bottom. When you get to the point of your eyeball, you're going to pull out, come up, and just loop around. Right, color him in. Good job, guys. Look at you. Telling ya, did awesome. You did awesome. Did amazing. Everybody's zoning. Everybody's painting flamingos. You guys are doing amazing. You guys are awesome. Give you a chance to catch up mustard. And then you're going to take out, you're going to swirl, tap, dab your mini-me and your tiny. And we're going to put the colors of the grass, not grass, on the branches. Fronds. That's what they're called. They're called fronds. Is it fronds or fronds? Anyway, we're going to do our colors in our palm trees. Alright, layer 1. So we're going to do layer 1, then our birds, layer 2, then our birds, and we're going to be all set, and you guys just painted flamingos at the beach. And we're going to do blending next Tuesday, and I started next Friday's painting, so it's going to be epic. If you guys want a sneak peek, let me know. Haha, right? You can totally do this. You guys are awesome. You can do this. Alright, So I'm going to take out Mini-Me and I'm going to take out Tiny, and we're just going to have fun. What you're going to do, you're going to let the magic happen with these palm trees using all different colors. Okay? So you're going to use, right? You guys are so good. Oh, thank you, Wendy. I'm only as good as the teacher. Telling you. So you have your burnt umber from before. You have your yellow. And you have your blue. Okay? And what you're going to do with your Tiny and your Mini-Me is you're going to add the colors to these. And the only thing you want to make sure you do is you make sure you keep it dark up in here. Alright? And this is layer 1. So you're going to put layer 1's of colors, and then we're going to go back and then add all the little highlights and stuff with the yellows. Right? So I'm going to grab that orange that I made before, and I'm going to grab it with Mini-Me. I'm going to grab it with Mini-Me, and I'm going to come up to my branch here, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do flicks, but obviously you have more control, right? You have more control. So I'm going to do some of these orange flicks right on there, right? And I'm going to come over here. Do some with that branch right there. Right, now this tree is overlapping that one. Alright, so you see how like you have the piece coming this way? Alright, so that is overlapping that one. So you have to pay attention to what's overlapping what. Okay? And then now I'm just going to grab some blue, very random. And I'm going to grab some yellow, very random. I'm going to do a little smush with that. Maybe grab a little bit of white, very tiniest bit of white, not a lot. Not a lot, very small amount. Microscopic amount, as Megna would say. I'm going to come back in and I'm going to do the same thing with that. So I'm just going to grab blue and yellow. And I'm just flicking, guys. We're just flicking. So, and you only want to do like 1 layer's worth, because if you keep putting stuff on top, and with it being wet, you're going to get it all to be a big mushy mess. So you kind of want to do 1 with the different colors, and then move on to the next one, leave it alone. Alright, so all I did was grab that orangey brown, and I'm grabbing blue and yellow. I'm letting my brush get all sorts of messy. And I'm just flicking these colors on. I'm just flicking these colors on. That's it. And you want to stick and move. You want to make sure you stick and move, because you don't want it to become a big mushy mess. Okay? And you're going to do this on all your trees. And you just want to make sure that in the center of the tree, it's darker than... It's like a dark color towards the center, and then you know, you can kind of lighten it up as you work your way out. So I am just flicking these different colors on here using the brown, the blue, and the yellow. That's it. All we're doing. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And if you want to get really fancy, you can grab some red with that brown. Grab some red with that brown if you want to. Right? Get it to be more of an orangey color. You can do yellow and red if you want to. These trees literally have like every color in the book in them. They have orange, they have brown, they have blue, they have yellow, they have all sorts of colors in them. Just when you're doing this, see how I went over this like 3 times and it's kind of mushy looking? Don't do that. Alright, don't go over it a whole bunch of times. Just kind of put these on and keep it moving. Alright, so I'll have to make a decision which tree is in front of the other tree. Alright, so when I get to these two, I got to pick which one's in front and which one's in the back. And that's really simple. You just turn around and you paint the frong. See? Whoop! I put the frong on this one, right over the other one. That's it. That's how I did that. Okay, guys? So, have fun. And we're just filling in all our trees now, guys. Easy peasy, alright? And then by then, our flamingos would be dried. And we're going to do the coat of colors on our flamingos. I guess this tree's in front. I'm going to put the coat of colors on the flamingos. And we're going to do our detail, you know, our next layer of colors on our palm tree. And all I'm doing, I'm using Mini-Me right now, and I am just flicking. And he's a big old mess. So when it gets too globby, make sure you wipe him off. Make sure you wipe him off if he gets too globby. And I'm just having fun with my palette. I'm grabbing my orange, I'm grabbing my yellow, my red, my blue, and I am just having fun flicking all these different colors. And like I said, only do like 2 passes of flicks. You don't want to keep doing, you don't want to do a lot because you're going to lose it. It's just going to start looking mushy if you do too much, okay? So, you only want to do like maybe 2, 3 tops of passes with your flicks. And after that, leave it alone, right? Because you don't want it to get too messy. You don't want it to get too messy. Right? But I want you to have fun with this. I'm not gonna go on each frong and tell you the exact colors I put into it, and you know, I want you to have fun with this. I'm just literally, I'll show you. I'll keep my palette here and I'll show you how I'm dipping. Okay? I'll just show you how I'm dipping. That's all. I'm gonna wipe off my brush here and there every time it gets globby. I'm not gonna clean it. And as I'm doing this, I'll just keep my palette here and you can see what I'm doing. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm doing. So, this is the fun part. We're just flicking it. What'd you do on a Friday? Oh, I just flicked away. That's all I did. I just flicked away with Eve. We just did flicking. We were flicking and flicking and flicking. That's all we did. Everybody look at you like you got 6 heads. Be like, what? What are you talking about? You were flicking. Be like, yeah, I was flicking. Flicking paint. We're the massive, you know, flicker club. We're the flickers. You know, they have, what was that, what's that movie? Having dinner with, it was like a family name, having dinner with so-and-so or something. I can't think of the name of the movie, though. Okay, and the double bubbles. The double bubbles, make sure that you just do on both sides. Make sure you're just doing the flicking on both sides, and in the middle you want it to stay relatively dark. Okay. Yeah, and I made this one in front, but I still need to fill in there. And I'm not going to worry about it because I know I'm going to go back in and add more detail, so it's okay if it kind of overlaps itself. No, Magna, I never saw that. Cheaper by the dozen? I never saw that. What do they have, like a lot of kids? What do they have, like a dozen kids or something? Is that what the deal is? Oh, this was a double bubble. Alright, so this one was a double bubble, so I got to flick out from both sides. Flick out from both sides here. Oh, wipe my brush off because he's getting kind of messy. Maybe give him a little swirl tap dab by now. Just beautiful. Thanks, Mary. So, just going to give him a little swirl tap dab because he's getting really loaded up with a big mess. So, like I said, you don't want to like go, you know, only do like 1 or 2 passes. Don't do like 4 or 5 because you're gonna wind up mushing all these colors together and you're just gonna get like a muddy mess. So you want to stick and move and only do like a couple of passes each because you don't want this to turn around and get all muddy. You don't want it to get all muddy looking. Alright, so I'm going to stop there. I know it's fun. You want to keep playing and keep playing and keep playing, but you don't want to keep playing because it's just going to get all messed up. What brand paint am I using? Mary, I am using Acrylic. Type it for her, Magna. Put it in there for me, hon. Acrylic. It's backwards on the thing. So, and if you need supplies, to start yourself off, I sell the kits. I sell the beginner kits. They have everything in them that I use for the parties. All the brushes that I refer to, all the paint that I use, the palette I use. Thank you, Magna. All of the same supplies that I use. You get an easel, you get 211 by 14 canvases. So if anybody's just starting out painting and you want a base kit to get yourself started, it has everything that you can need. Magna's gotten one and Nancy's gotten one. Okay, flamingo time. Alright, so just like how I had you guys have all the, just like I had you guys use, now you're going to need different pinks. Okay, so make sure you have your clean white and get yourself some clean red if you made a big old mess doing your trees, which I did. Okay, this is how you know you're an artist, guys. See that? Your palette and your hands have to have paint on them. That's all there is to it. Alright, so we're gonna clean off Tiny. We're cleaning off Tiny. We're cleaning them off. And what I want you to do is you can make yourself a base pink if you want to. If you want to make yourself a base pink, you can do that. Okay, so I'm going to make a base pink. I'm going to grab that red, I'm going to grab that white. And there's my nice clean red. So I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to make a base pink color for myself. Just a base pink. Like a bubblegum pink almost. Like a bubblegum pink. So just white and red. That's all I mix together. And you don't want it too light because you want to be able to turn around and see the white detail that you're going to put over it. Okay? So don't make it too light. Make it like a perfect bubblegum color. Okay, guys? Alrighty. It's flamingo feathers. The bird is the word. The bird is the word. Bird is the word. Alright, first thing I'm going to do, since my brush is nice and clean, I'm going to turn around and take that base pink and I'm going to fill in the legs. Do yourself a favor. Start on this side, work your way over. If you start on this flamingo, or work your way over. Like, don't start on this flamingo and then try to paint this one because you're going to smush it all with your hand. And I know that from experience because the original painting had a lot of smushed flamingos. So make sure when you're painting these, where you're going to put your hand isn't going to be a wet flamingo. Just a little heads up there. Okay, we're just coloring in. So I'm just going to follow the line for my legs. We are just coloring, people. All we're doing. It's all we're doing. And when I do his body, I'm going to do this doing little flicks. I'm going to do this doing little flicks. Okay, so that was my base pink color. Now I'm going to grab just red. And I'm going to do little flicks of just red on the top of his wing here. Okay? And then I'm going to grab my base pink and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do his neck. I'm just pulling my brush. I'm just pulling the brush, following the shape I made before. Right, if you gotta do a little schmoozing, you can do a little schmoozing with your shapes. Right, bring it around. We're gonna be using Mr. Nifty for the beaks. So don't worry about your beaks, because we're gonna be using Mr. Nifty for the beaks. Alright, I'm gonna fill in the rest of them, doing little flicks. And on to the next bird. So I'm going to turn around. You just notice that? I just took all my excess paint and smushed it out of my brush onto my canvas. Because that's how we roll. That's how we roll around here. And then I could just dip my brush in that extra paint and paint the other part instead of keep dipping it onto my palette. So if your brush is goopy globby, that's one trick for you. You can just roll it onto your canvas in the center of one of your shapes and then just pull from there. Because you don't want globs on your brush. If globs on your brush, you're going to get globs on your painting. So I am filling him in, and his, you want to flick this way. You're going to flick this way. Alright, now we're going to grab some red. And in the center, you're going to flick the red. Right? And this is a stick and move. This is a stick and move because the red's going to disappear really fast. So just put a few flicks in and keep it moving. Right? Wipe off my brush. Make sure I have a nice point. Drop my leg in. Swoop. Drop my other leg in. Shoop. Okay. Next bird. The bird is the word. Bird is the word. Filling in our next bird. The bird is the word. So, where their faces are, you know, you want to give them a little bump to the face. Okay, give him a little bump to the face. You know, make sure his head, you can tell that that's his head. So if you have to give like a little bump to it, make sure you do that. And I'm going to flick when I go to do the body. We're flicking. We're flicking. We're going to flick when we do the body, that's all. Got those two little triangles in there. Okay, I'm going to grab Just Red now. And I'm going to put in Just Red right underneath there. Because that's the bottom of his wing. Okay, wipe off my brush because it's kind of goopy. Go down, do the legs. Swoop. 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 Okay, on to the next guy. We're flamingo making maniacs. Oh yeah. Okay, so you want to do a little bump for his like little cheek of his head. So make sure there's little bumps here, like you're rounding out the head part, okay? Pull the paint through his neck. Swoop that around. Coloring in flamingos. Oh yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, we're going to do flicks on his body. We're not going to worry about filling them all in because we're going to come back and do another layer of feathers on here. So we're really just getting the basics down. That's all we're doing. We're really just getting the basics down. Alright, don't forget your triangles. Now I'm going to grab red. And I'm going to put red in here because just like this guy, that's where it's under his wing. So I'm going to put the red in here. Right. And I'm going to swoop his legs. Swoop. And the other one. Swoop. Okay. And our next flamingo. So we are going to flick the body. Flicky, 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 flicky. We're flicking. We're just a bunch of flicking maniacs tonight. Oh, that cracked me up. We're flicking maniacs. Alright, pull with the brush. Alright guys, don't forget, it's absolutely free to watch. Tips are appreciated. You send me a tip, I'll send you out Mr. Nifty. It's all good all the way around. You know, if you can't do that, that is fine. I completely understand. Just share away. Word of mouth is the highest compliment. So, and don't forget to post your finished paintings. I'm going to put a spot on the event page to share your work. We share our work as a family, so make sure that you post your finished paintings onto the event page. Right, now I'm going to grab just red paint and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do right in here. Okay, so make sure you do that. Alright. Can't really see my legs too well, so I'm just going to put some red into my legs here. I'm just putting some red into the legs here so you can see them better. Alright, so if you want to add a little bit of red to your legs, go right ahead. I'm just going to add a little, so I grab red and a little bit of pink on my brush. And I'm going back to my legs and just making the part that's right under the body a little darker. I'm doing a very, very light touch. And I'm just adding a little bit, a darker pink to the legs under the body. Alright, so give you guys a chance to catch up mustard. I'm going to share those links for you guys I was just talking about. I got Venmo, I got PayPal, I got Cash App, all that good stuff, because just face it, people, art supplies aren't free. And like I said, if you can't, that's fine. Share, share, share away. Share, 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 share away. Hey, I actually did that pretty good. Bye, Deb. Have a great night, sweetheart. Alright, so we're back to, once you're done with that, you're going to go back up to your palm trees. We're going to go back up to our palm trees, right? So we're going to add the coconuts in the palm tree. So you're going to swirl, tap, dab your tiny brush. You're going to swirl, tap, dab your tiny brush. I just spent that whole time. Thanks, sweetheart. Thanks for popping on. See you soon, love. I just was swirling that whole time, and I was cleaning the wrong brush off. Swirl, tap, dab your small round brush. Make sure if you're cleaning a brush, it's the right brush. Alright, we're going to take that, nice, Kelly. I like that, though. Hot pink is good. It's sexy. Alright, so that brown that you made before, that rusty orangey brown. And you're going to come into the center here. If you want coconuts, if you don't, that's fine. And I'm just doing squiggle circles. That's all I'm doing. Your flamingo's a fancy girl, fancy. So I'm just doing these squiggle circles right next to each other. All I'm doing, you can have as many coconuts as you want. It's your tree, it's your world. Just make sure you're putting them in the center of your tree. Okay, and they're in this tree. So, you know, follow where your stem is. And then that would be where the center is. Okay? So if you kind of lost the center of your tree doing all your fluffing before, just follow up your stem. And then that would be where the center is, up in the tree. So I'm just doing squiggle circles on the coconuts, guys. Nothing too fancy here, see? Squiggle circles. Okay, and now it's the last round of adding colors to our palm trees. So, if your edges are not pointy, make sure you take your round brush and you grab like a nice dark color for yourself. Like I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna keep my palette right here, and you guys can see what I'm grabbing. So I'm gonna grab some blue and some of my brown. Have it be a nice dark color. And if you have a point of your palm tree that's not really going to a point, you just want to do a few flicks on the end of that to make it go into a point. Alright, so that's one details you want to add to the end of your palm trees, is make sure that you have nice little points at the end of the fronds. Okay? So if you didn't have points before, put them in. Okay, and I'm just adding the last little layers of color. And like I said, remember when you're doing in the center, you want it dark. And yes, put some fronds over your coconuts, because there'll be a few leaves that are going to be in front of those coconuts, okay? So make sure you put some of these over the coconuts. Right, guys? So you want to make sure in here is dark. You want to make sure that in there is dark using your blue or your brown. Just make sure that in the middle of the palm tree it's dark colors. Okay, so I'm going to do all that first so I don't forget. I'm going to do all of that first. Oh, forgot to have my palette up. Here, let me leave my... Here we go. Trying to get you guys to see the palette and the tree at the same time. Alright, there you go. So you guys can see what I'm grabbing. Alright, so you just want to make sure that towards the center of your palm tree is nice and dark. Right? And then as you work your way out, you can do brighter and brighter colors. So I'm making mine sun-kissed a little bit, so I'm just grabbing my yellow paint. And here, there, not everywhere. I'm putting some yellow pieces in. And then if I got a blob of yellow, I just threw some red right on top of it to kind of get rid of that blob of yellow. So I'm going to be grabbing my red and my yellow, and I'm going to be putting these like little sun-kissed pieces in. And the trees that are in the back, do them first. Do them first. So these trees that are in the back here, you want to do those first. So this way, when you do the tree that's in the front, you can overlap it, okay? So you definitely want to do the trees that are behind the other one first. So this way, you make sure you overlap it. Okay, I'm going to swirl tap dab my brush because he's a little dry. He's a little dry. So we're going to swirl tap dab my brush. And we're just having fun. If you notice, I'm just completely playing with my palette. I'm not using any really rhyme or reason. I'm letting the magic happen. I'm letting the magic happen. I got a big blob of red heading for my thumb, though. Oh, no! Big blob of bloody terror, right, Magnet? Is that what we called the red? I don't remember. So you guys just joining us for the first time tonight. Way back when, because, you know, we're good at making messes here at Eve's Creations. Way back when, we named all the colors, having all these issues. And I think the red was big red blob of terror or something like that. I know the blue was ghosts, right, Magna? The blue was ghosts. And the black was terror. The black was something terror. Okay, and again, you know, stick and move, guys. You don't want to get this to be muddy looking. This is the final details in them. So, you want to stick and move. And I'm really having fun with this. If you notice, my red and my yellow is a mess. So I'm really having fun just sticking my brush into the red and the yellow and seeing what's coming out. So, oh, the red was blood? Oh, good. All right, Magna. Right, so it was big blob of blood coming towards me. It was around Halloween that we did those, I think. So you want to make sure you put these in. Like I said, make sure it's nice and dark towards the middle. Alright. Okay, do the trees that are in the back first. So this way when you do your tree in the front, you can put this here, there, not everywhere. Whatever. You know, it's palm tree with lots of colors in it, so it's pretty cool. So now this way, when I go to do the tree that's in the front, now I can just overlap. You can overlap the one in the back. Okay, you just overlap the one in the back, that's all. I need to get more yellow. My yellow is way shot. See that? Hi, Ellen. How you doing? Hi, Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Ellen. Yep, replay is always available. I'm just grabbing more yellow paint, guys. My yellow's shot. Looks so pretty. You just came on. Yes, Ellen. Totally. Everything. The replays are always available. Okay, so I'm just grabbing yellow now. Now that I got some nice clean white yellow. And I'm going to pop this yellow on the edges of some of these. Okay. Alright, so, and that's why I said do the tree in the back, because then as you put the, as you do the details on the tree in the front, now you can overlap and not have to worry about a spot not being done. So this is just yellow highlight going all over these now. So it's up to you. They're your trees. They're your palm trees. Do what you want. Do whatever colors you want. It is the same process, regardless of what colors you're grabbing. Alright, do the trees in the back first, and you're just flicking. You're just flicking, having fun with color. That's it. That's all we're doing here. Okay. That's all we're doing. We're just flicking them. We're just happy little flickers. I'm curious to see, Hannah and Dustin, where you put the chihuahuas in your paintings. I'm so glad you're here tonight. Missed you guys. You're welcome, Ellen. Welcome to the fam, hon. Welcome to the fam. Okay. So, I'm going to stop playing with those because I'm going to just make them a big old muddy mess. And we're going to go back and do our final details on our flamingos. And we're going to be all set. How amazing is that? So, you need Mr. Nifty. If you don't have a Mr. Nifty, grab the smallest brush possible, okay? Got my Java. Yeah, I miss you guys. You definitely, when you guys have the baby, you better be sharing some baby pics, because I want to see them. And I want to see them with the little Chihuahua babies too. Okay? Oh, how nice. That's nice, Hannah. You could always put a Chihuahua on the back of it. You can always put a Chihuahua on the back of it, guys. That's so sweet, Hannah. You're painting it for your family, your grandma. That's awesome. Okay, so we're on to our final details, guys. we're on to our final details. So let's go with Mr. Flamingo up over here. And I'm going to be using, trying to get the camera closer. Oh, hello. Close up. And I'm putting a baby bundle in the flamingo's beak. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, hello. Who says babies only... The storks need a day off, don't they? You're putting a baby bundle in the flamingo's beak. The storks need a day off. Okay, so I'm going to be working with Mr. Nifty. If you don't have a Nifty, your tiniest brush possible. And I am going to go into my whites paint. And I'm going to come up in here and I'm going to draw his beak. So you're going to come down and to a point. Down into a point. And then we're going to turn around and put some big feathers on him. So the white paint, and I'm just doing swishy. See me? I'm just flicking, but I'm curving the flicks. I'm curving the strokes. And then these kind of curve downward. Kelly loves her Mr. Nifty, and Hannah said that was Dustin. That's okay, I know Dustin's typing. And the flamingos are being substitutes to the baby. I love it, Megna. Nice, yeah. So my replays are on YouTube now too. So I'm going to, since I'm good like that, I got a couple of Mr. Nifty sitting around. So I'm going to grab black paint now. And right here in this part of his wing is some flicks of black paint. Okay. And then I'm going to put his little eye dot. And then we're going to do, if your white is dry, you can do it. If it's not dry yet, don't do it. We're going to put a line where the bend is and make his tip of his beak black. And then he has a little line going up the beak. Okay? And then with the white paint, where his legs are going into the water, right here, right, you want to make sure that you put some water around. And then you got to go back to your pink and give them a foot. Now flamingos' feet are just like duck feet. They're just like duck feet. One, two, three. Okay, so flamingos' feet are like duck feet. And I'm just going to put a little bit of red on the other leg so you can see his foot. That's right, Eve's working with 3 Nifties. And you want to put the white around where his foot is in the water. Alright, there we go. Nice, Kelly. Enjoy, sweetheart. Thank you so much for joining me. You can finish up on the replay. Okay, flamingo number 2. So we're going to grab some white paint. We're going to make his beak. So his beak is coming out this way. with his point. Then we're going to come onto his two sides here, and we're going to put some white feathers. I'm going to put some white feathers on the two sides of him here. Then you're going to turn around. Aw, bye Magna, bye sweetie. And then, you know, you want to put, I'm sad when it's all over too, but I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Right, and where his legs are in the water, you want to make sure you put some of that in. And then I'm going to grab some black paint, do his, make sure your white is dry. If it's not dry, don't do it yet, okay? Put his hook. And then we're going to put his eye. The eyes are always right there next to the beak. And then his little line for his mouth. Just like that. Flamingo number 2. And then with the black on my brush, I'm going to grab my red. So a lot of red, a little bit of black. You're going to come in here and you're going to darken this spot up right there on the legs. So a lot of red and the smallest amount of black. And then you can just take your finger to blend it into the rest of the leg. I meant a lot of red, a little bit of black. I think I said that opposite. And then you just take your finger and you can blend it into the rest of the leg. Because it's really dark in here. Okay? Flamingo number 3. And you guys have fun with your feathers. Have fun doing the red and the pink and the white, you know. Have fun with all that. Oh, I missed Flamingo number 2 had black on his legs. I mean, number 1. Hold on. Earthquake! So, Flamingo number 1 had black right here. Missed that. Missed that. There. So he had black right there. Okay. Flamingo number 3. Grab our white paint. Do our beak. And do our feathers. Right? Don't cover that dark you made before. Go right along the top of it. So don't cover that dark red that you made before. Go along the top of it. You know, and as you're doing this white on your birds, you can go back in and add, you know, like if you put the you made these yellow, you can go in and add a little couple of pops of white on them now. So, you know, you can use, as you're using this white on your brush, if you want to go back into your waves and put some pops of white on them, you can totally do that. Alright, guys? So, this is the time for the details. That's what we're doing. Now, you got to make sure there's squiggles of white around his legs, which there already is, so I don't have to worry about it. And I'm grabbing my black paint. I'm coming here. Do the tip of his beak. And I'm going to do the line. And then his eyeball. Okay. Flamingo number 4. Flamingo number 4. Alright, so flamingo number 4, we got to give him his feet. And they have duck feet. So, line, line, line. And then just squiggle a duck foot. Okay. I'm going to make this one a little darker. I just grabbed some red paint and I'm making this one a little darker because the other one is going to overlap it. So I'm just making his duck foot a little darker. Number 1, so you guys can see it. Number 2, his other foot might overlap it. 1, 2, 3. And put a little bit of webbing. And I'll make that one darker so you can see it. Okay, and we got to do his beak. His beak is coming straight down like this. And a hook. And do his feathers. Toot, 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 toot. So, putting in his feathers here. I'm just using white paint. You guys can have, you know, do a whole lot of fun. You can do your pink paint, your red paint. You know, you can have a lot of fun with these feathers. And all it is little dabs. Like I just grabbed my pink paint. I'm going to do some dabs with the pink paint. So, it's your flamingo. Do your feathers any way you want to. And I'm going to grab just red. And I'm going to come in here and darken this out a little bit more. Underneath his wing. Right? Right. Okay. Now I'm going to grab my black. Hi, Mary. I want to try heavy body paint on feathers, waves, and coconuts. Okay, Mary. Be careful with the heavy body paint because it's really thick. So if you're going to be doing like details with it, you know, you really only need like one stroke. So you can do the heavy body paint. You can do like, do some here, there, not everywhere strokes of, I was thinking, hon. So if you're doing heavy body paint and you want to do it as feathers, you're going to do some strokes of one color, then strokes of another color, and then strokes of, you know what I mean? Like you don't want to put a whole layer of the heavy paint and then try to do another whole layer of a different color, then another whole layer. You kind of like stick and move with the heavy body paint because you really, really have to wait for it to dry. And the fact that it's extra thick, you basically do all your colors in one shot. And it's a lot of stick and move. Like you would put your white here and then put your pink a heavy body and then your red here and then your pink a heavy body. Like that. And it'll add a nice texture. But you see how I kind of did this all in pink first, and now I'm going in and putting the red on top of it, and then I'm going in and putting the white on top of it. You don't want to do that. Heavy body, you want to do it all at once. You want to do it all at once. So it's less layering with heavy body, which is kind of cool, but it takes a long time to dry, and it's very thick, so sometimes it's really hard to blend. So yes, will it look cool with the texture? Absolutely, but you do here, there, not everywhere, and put the colors on separately. Not like one layer, 2 layer, 3 layer. More like color, 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 color. Well, practice it. Try it. I'm not trying to scare you. 6,000% try it. Hello. Have fun with it. One way to practice it is you can use brown and black, and you could practice it on your tree trunks first if you want to. Okay, so you can totally do it. I have faith in you. It's just a different process, that's all. It just would be a different process because the paint is very thick. You'll see. You'll see when you go to play with it. You'll see what I'm talking about. You'll be able to figure it out. Alright, our eyeball and our line. And we're up to our last flamingo here. So we have to give him feet. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And we have to do the white for his beak. So his beak actually overlaps his neck. Earthquake, I just kicked the camera stand. Sorry, guys. So we're going to do the white on his beak right there. Then we're going to add his white feathers, which he has just a row. He has just a row. And then some on the tip of his tail here. Choo, 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 choo. And I'm going to do that black and red trick that I did before. Lots of red, a little bit of black. We'll darken up in here a little bit. Because these guys are closer, so you want to add like a little more detail to these guys. You know? Just a little bit. A little more detail. So that's a little, there's a microscopic amount of black and red paint to get that shadow color onto the legs. Alright. And we're going to grab black paint. Going to put his little hook in. This is the best part. Putting this little part on the beak is the most satisfying part of this whole painting, I think. Totally think this is the most satisfying part of the whole painting. Eyeball and the line. Alrighty, guys. So there you have it, our Flamingo Fun. Hello, what? That's right. We did awesome. So, oh, excuse me. I just took way too big of a gulp of coffee. I want to thank Christy from Cali and Cinder and Magna and Tammy and Elizabeth, her first time here. I hope you had a lot of fun with us, Elizabeth. Kelly, Hannah and Dustin, My Heart, Lynn and Jamie, Julia, Bonnie, Mary and Wendy, Deanne, Margaret and Ruth, Denise, Michelle, Ellen. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Remember, it is absolutely free to watch. Tips are appreciated, especially if you want to get your own little Mr. Nifty. And I just want to tell you that you all warm my heart. And thank you for joining me tonight. And have fun and go create. Okay? So, good night, everybody. Good night. Thank you for joining me. Good night, Mary. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Christy. Good night, sweetheart. From From New Jersey to Cali, we're painting. Good night, Jamie. Don't forget, How To Tuesday, same bat channel, same bat place, on Tuesdays. Thanks, Lynn. Good night, sweetheart. We're going to be learning all about blending, some of the tricks I showed you tonight with some more tricks. And next Friday is a surprise, but I already started the painting. So it's going to be for Memorial Day. I'll give you some hints. Flowers, because people ask me to paint certain flowers for them. So it's going to have flowers in it, and it's going to be a nod towards Memorial Day. So I hope to see you guys next Friday, too. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you, Christy. You're amazing. I'll make sure I'll send you out a Mr. Nifty. Make sure I get your address, okay, hon? Thanks, guys. Thank you. Good night, Hannah. Good night, Dustin. It's great to hear from you guys again. Mr. Nifty is the small brushes I was just doing the details with, Lynn. So that is his name. I found these brushes and they're really, really nifty. That's why we call him Mr. Nifty. So the brush I was using to do, hold on, let me get one for you. So this is Mr. Nifty. And if you see the point on him, he's amazing for doing these smallest little details. And I found them, and I send them as a thank you. So you'll get 2 as a thank you for anyone who sends me support. And every time you send me support, I'm going to send them out to you. Because I'm not really sure about his longevity, how long he lasts for. And plus, he's kind of tiny, so you might lose him. And also, I can't remember who I sent them to. So all of that combined. So anytime I receive any support, they're getting sent out free as a thank you. And this is Mr. Nifty. You know, I name all my brushes. We got Big Boy, we got the Fluffies, we got Mini Me, we got Tiny, and now we have Mr. Nifty. No worries, Lynn. Thank you so much. You have a great night, sweetie. I can't wait to see it. I'm going to put a spot on the event page so everybody can share their paintings. You too, Hannah and Dustin. Make sure I want to see it. And Hannah, as you're finishing up, if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much, fam, for joining me. You all warm my heart, and I want you to have fun and go create, okay? See you next time. Bye.